Hello everyone and welcome to ixamBee. This is Jayanti Mishra and today I'm going to discuss about the time management strategy for working student for Sebi IT. So as we all know that Sebi has released its notification and you will have the detailed notification on 30th of October. So there should be some sort of misunderstanding in your mind that how being a working student can you apply for the job, or if you apply for the job will it be a good choice to apply because you don't have much time, how to make the time management. So I will say for the working students, time management is the key by which either they can ace the exam or they can fail the exam. So here in this video I'm going to give you one example also how to manage your time with number of hours. You can customize it, and as per your own convenience you can decide how you want to proceed. So let's start with the video and understand the pattern first. So as you all know, there will be two phases, that will be phase 1 and phase 2, which will combinedly decide whether you will appear for the interview or not. And after the interview you will be having your final list of the selection, where you will get to know whether you are going to have a seat in Sebi or not, right? So this is the basic pattern of the exam: phase 1 plus phase 2 and the interview. Then how you have to tackle your phase 1 with the time management and everything that I'm going to tell you. So how to phase 1? First of all, you have to identify your strength and weaknesses. When I say strength and weaknesses, I meant looking at the subject. You have to identify the subjects in which you are weak and the subjects in which you are strong. So the subjects which you are feeling good, you can just give lesser time to them, and the subjects in which you are not feeling so confident, you can increase some sort of time unit to that particular subject. Now, how to decide which subject should be having a priority and which subject should not be having a priority? So here you can see I have classified all the phase 1 subjects: English, reasoning, quants, GA and IT phase 1 syllabus. And you can see apart from GA, I have mentioned everything as crucial. Why? Because GA is not that crucial because it doesn't have a sectional cutoff. But overall paper 1, which has English, QR, reasoning, quants and GA, has a sectional cutoff of 30 out of 100. So if you are strong with English, reasoning and quants, GA will take a backseat. If you are having any one of these as weak, then you have to make your GA very strong, so that if you are not good with any one of the others, that is English, reasoning and quants, you are able to survive the paper 1. Then there comes the IT phase 1, which is also crucial. So you have to make this sort of matrix and you have to identify if the subject is strong for you, you can give it a green tick. If the subject is not strong, you can give a cross that you need to work on. Why this sort of matrix is important, and you should place this wherever you are studying, in order to train your mind that these are my weak areas, these are my strong area, and by the end of your preparation you should be having everything as green, so that you are ready for your exam. Same thing you have to do for your phase 2. You have to identify your strengths and weaknesses, and when you do so, you have to keep these 5 things in your mind: data structures, string manipulation, OOPS, algorithms and English descriptive. So you can see everything is crucial here, so you cannot leave any pillar untouched. Here you have to understand all these 5 will actually pay for your final selection, and you have to be very skeptical towards this, that you need to prepare everything in very great detail. So here everything is crucial, everything should be in green. If you have anything in red, then you need to make it green, and by this also sort of matrix you will be able to identify which is your strong area in coding and which is not. Now coming after the strength and weaknesses, we identified the strength, we identified the weakness. Then what we need to do after that, because that is not only the sufficient thing that we need to do. Now what is necessary that we need to do, we will discuss here: what, when and how. So what you need to prepare, that is algorithm, OOPS, string manipulation and data structures concept. And this one is specifically for the coding, because that is the most difficult part. Because again I will say, if you go for the phase 1 paper 2, you will still have a sort of thing that you have to attain 40 out of 100. So if you are able to manage with other subjects also, and that too with the MCQs, you can land up to phase 2. But phase 2 is the trickiest thing. So that's why I've made this slide explicitly for phase 2, that what you need to focus on and when. When I say when, I am targeting for two categories: frequent coders and non-frequent coders. So you decide for yourself, are you a frequent coder, like you're practicing on daily basis either at work or by your own self, or you are a non-frequent coder that your work doesn't involve any coding practices, or you have left coding from so many years that you feel like you are still a beginner. So you have to decide among these two cases which one suits you. So if you are a frequent coder, you have to practice before phase 1 thrice a week for 10 questions on an average for a week. If you are a non-frequent coder, you have to practice the languages with the concepts. When I say language, it can be Java, C++ or Python. So you have to practice the language with concept as per the syllabus and get your hands on in coding with one language. You can choose any out of the three, and then you have to attempt the questions, and questions will be same anyhow for you also. That will be 10 questions on an average in a week. Now how you have to do it, I have suggested here three sources. The number one source is the lead code. There you can target the easy and medium difficulty level questions as per what we have mentioned in what, that is algorithm, OOPS, string manipulation and data structures concept. Second source will be ixamBee content, like questions given in the live classes and the PDFs for practice, where you will be given some sort of questions, you can practice them. Also, when I say source from ixamBee, you can rely on the mock test and the memory based questions from the previous year also. The third source should come into picture when you have completed everything from source 1 and source 2, and then you can go and check out whatever you want. So if you still have some sort of time after completing these two that you want to practice more, you can just go out in the internet and choose whatever you want to practice for. You have to manage the time, and how to manage the time, that I am going to discuss now, which is the key for this video. Identify how much time you have for your studies. That is the very first thing. Identify your availability. Identify the time that you have in your hand. That time should be like a time where nothing should come up. That is the time that you will definitely put in as an effort for the studies. Now, the second thing, you have to divide that time in three sections: phase 1, paper 1, that will have your QRE and GA, and then English descriptive, and then the coding, right? So try to divide among these three things. Then divide the time as per your strength and weakness. So if you feel like something is very strong, for example, let's say for people coding is very strong, then you need to divert the time that you have in your hand towards the phase 1, paper 1, English descriptive, and the paper 2 as well. Now, you have to keep on tracking your weekly progress and keep clearing the backlogs for the crucial subjects. So definitely you will keep a target, and you might not be able to finish that target, which is very often happening when we are studying, right? So what you need to do here is, like, you have to keep a backlog tracing. So you have to trace your backlog for the crucial points, and you have to complete them without having so much backlog in your history. Now, I have given one example for working student taking a considerate amount of time, that is 2 hours daily, after you have finished working and all your daily chores. If you manage to have 2 hours daily during the working days, that will count to 10 hours from the weekdays. And if you are putting your efforts for weekends, I am taking 10 hours from the weekend, that is 5 hours from each one of the week days. From the week, like Saturdays and Sunday, right? So overall you will have minimum of 20 hours. This is doable for each and every one of you. You will also have some sort of thing where you can go beyond these hours. Some people might be doing freelancing, or some people might be not actively involved in the work, when say they are doing work from home or some sort of thing, that they can save much time during the travel or the lunch time, something. So they might have some sort of extra time also. So I am keeping the bare minimum time, and now I am trying to divide this 20 hours for English, reasoning, quants, coding, and IT phase 1. Now, you can see everything is crucial, and I have concatenated GA along with reasoning and quants, because English also goes with English descriptive. So you have to take English and English descriptive all together as a bunch, and try to give at least 3 hours in a week for English and English descriptive. Then for reasoning and quants, 4 hours and 3 hours each, along with GA. And then for coding, 6 hours, and for IT phase 1, 4 hours. Now, these all things should be divided as per his strength and weakness. I have given an example where everything for one student is of moderate level. He or she is not very strong with any one of these. So I have given everything almost like approximate similar sort of time, right? So you can divide it as per your strength and weakness. You can pull out some time from reasoning quants if they are strong, and put it in coding or phase 2. or English descriptive, anything you want. So you can just change the hours that you have. Also you can change how much you want to put in as an effort, right? So this is a sort of activity that the working student should be doing for Sebi IT in order to divide their time. And this is very important. Give yourself at least one day to decide which all things you have to do and which all things you have to take care. So that was all from my side for this video for the time management strategy. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you like this video, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to get more videos on the strategies and the contents. See you in the next video. By the time, keep practicing and stay updated.